thanks for watching this episode of H-Town Now. I'm Tucker Denning.
And I'm Daijahnae Anderson. At the top of today's show, we explore the start of school for each year.
At Huntington High, school starts mid-August, but some students feel that's too early.
I think it could cause less stress if we started later, just because we wake up so early and we have to be out at a certain time. It's just, we all got to go by this time schedule, and that can be too much on somebody.
With a later start, though, students might forget important information over the summer.
It's all about repetition and remembering things, and the longer we take a break, the more it slips our mind and the more we focus on other things like family functions or something like that.
Year-round school is an idea being passed around, which many students dislike.
I think it's a bad idea just because I like having summer break and spring break. Like that break in between school sort of helps me regroup, and especially since I have a job that helps me actually make more money.
However, some teachers like the idea.
I like the idea of year-round school. I've not been in an environment where year-round school was required. I do think for the kids it would be more beneficial because they would be less likely to forget what they've learned.
When it comes to what month we should begin in, though, they may agree with some students.
My opinion would be when I was growing up, it started in September. So I feel like starting halfway through August is a little early.
It may have similar experiences from their time in school.
School has started in August consistently since I started teaching and when I was in college.
Despite what month school begins in, students should always try their best. Lauren Lewis, H-Town Now.
The legislature looks at this topic every year, but so far the school start time remains about the same.
The swim team just finished a successful season. Wyatt Williams from the Journalism 1 class has this story.
The Huntington High swim team has been practicing and competing for several weeks, and overall the season is going well.
We've had a really good season so far. We've won a lot of meets, and we've just had a really good season.
Even though the season has gone well, the team needs more depth with athletes who can swim different strokes.
Our stroke work needs something, because we've got freestylers, we've got that. It's just we need butterfly, we need backstroke, we need breaststroke, we need IMers, we need those off events, because that's where you can really score points.
Swimming isn't always about water exercise. Athletes have to do other things to get in shape.
We have a dry land, more of a warm-up before every practice, but really that's about it. Some years we've gone to we went to Brick House Cardio and did the thing with them one year. We've had yoga days before, but mostly it's just that 30 minutes of dry land beforehand.
The team has important goals, but individual swimmers want to improve their own times.
Trying to swim under a 30-second 50 freestyle. Right now I'm really close at a 30.25, so hopefully next time I'll get it, and I'm just trying to get my 100 breaststroke below 122.
After the season is over, the team will lose some important seniors and will need younger swimmers to step up.
For the guys, just from a statistics perspective, yeah, it's over 50% of our guys' team is seniors. The girls, it's really just going to hurt in our experience level, because we've got a bunch of freestylers. It's just really don't have people who can swim like backstroke or breaststroke really in our depth of the team, and we're losing those in our seniors.
The Huntington High swim team ended on a good note at the end of the season, with 14 of their swimmers going to the state tournament. Wyatt Williams, H-Town Now.
The swim team practices each year at Marshall University. They share space with other schools and often practice late at night.
Track season is beginning. If you've been in the halls after school, you may have seen some of these athletes conditioning.
Track is a sport that holds a lot of events that athletes can compete in.
We do a wide variety of things depending on the event that they are in. We could do anything from running long distance and running a couple miles for my distance guys to doing sprints and block work for my sprinters, as well as you have shot and discus guys and long jump and high jumpers that will also need to go to their respective events to also practice. So track practice is actually a conglomerate of a bunch of different activities taking place at the same time.
Although speed may be one of the necessities needed, there is much more involved.
The meets are extremely important to our athletes. It gives them an opportunity to go against competition, as well as have fans and those types of things that are going to be there to watch them, to see the hard work that they have put in, if they're not just putting it in for themselves.
The athletes even have to practice full body workouts.
Speed, and then we do distance sometimes, and then abs, and basically a whole body workout, so we got to be ready for the season.
Like all other sports, it's very time consuming.
Every day of the week, unless he cancels it.
Track is a great way to help athletes get a head start for their upcoming season. Alex Grimes, H-Town Now.
Track and field runs throughout the spring months.
The students in the postgraduate program offer their coffee service a few days a week to teachers and staff.
The Huntington High Coffee Cart is an on-the-go mobile cart ran by the postgraduates to help students learn about business.
It has been fabulous. We have had so much support. Everybody here, the kids love going around. They've met lots of new people that they wouldn't have met. They've learned lots of social skills.
The coffee cart has received numerous amounts of gratification, and the staff and students couldn't be happier.
We have hot chocolate, tea in different varieties. We have coffee, of course. We have different flavors of cream. We have, on Fridays we do donuts, and on Wednesdays sometimes we have donuts, sometimes we have cakes like blueberry or cinnamon.
The coffee cart is a way to raise funds for the students who participate in running the cart.
We sell a lot of hot chocolate and coffee and treats.
From tea to donuts, the coffee cart has many delicious items.
It's a way for us to fundraise so that we can take them on trips, community outings.
The staff who help run the coffee cart love seeing the kids learn, and they create lifelong memories.
The best experience that I have had outside of being here, we took our coffee cart literally on the go and went to the board office, and all the employees that were there came out and bought coffee or donuts, and it was so welcoming.
The Huntington High Bistro on the Go runs every Wednesday and Friday during homeroom and first mod for teachers. Tiffany Jones, H-Town Now.
The coffee cart usually operates on Wednesday and Fridays. On most Fridays, they offer donuts for purchase.
Health and PE are requirements for students in order to graduate. Mr. Harbert teaches several classes of health each year.
2 teachers offer health class to students at Huntington High. Most students take the class freshman year.
Well, they have to take health class. It's a requirement for graduation. They have to have 1 health credit to graduate.
The curriculum involves learning healthy choices, but it can include more than textbook work.
Not just health. He's not just teaching you health, he's teaching you more like life skills that way.
The class helps students with living life in a positive way.
Health is one of the most important topics that you can learn because your daily behaviors are going to affect your health in either a negative or positive way.
The class gives students the chance to work cooperatively and creatively.
We do a lot of partner projects and group collaboration projects. We just finished an alcohol brochure where we listed the negative effects of alcohol.
Health class gives students an introduction to the possible future health classes offer.
Health teaches students about everyday health situations.
When a student is sick at school, there are people here to help. Ash Preston introduces those people in this story.
When students have health issues or emergencies, there are people on the Hill who can help. These include the school nurse and Valley Health Team.
I'm trained in CPR, first aid. I'm trained in advanced life support too. So I can do pretty much anything I would need to do to help them. And if I can't, then I call 911.
When medical attention is needed, the school nurse is available.
Staff and students. I mean, anybody in the building can come and see me. So.
Any student can see the nurse, but there are some requirements needed for students to be seen at Valley Health.
It's not much. You just send home a registration form at the beginning of the year or throughout the year, and then from there, depending on what you need to be seen for, there's a couple papers. Otherwise, there's not any paperwork.
A job in the health field allows them to help students, teachers, and others in need.
I think if you like being around people and you like helping people, it's very rewarding.
The Valley Health Center is open on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The nurse is here daily for student needs. Ash Preston, Daijahnae Now.
The Health Center is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday each week.
Softball tryouts just finished up, and the girls are beginning practices for the upcoming season.
With softball season quickly coming up, I got to talk to some players about what they've been doing to get ready for the season.
Ready for the season, I started practicing in, I'd say, November. I've been going to some batting cages and been going to the conditionings, so yeah.
With the season around the corner, I asked the players what their schedule is like during the week.
On Mondays and Wednesdays, we have after-school conditioning, which is just like running and getting your body ready for softball. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have open gym, which is softball skills.
Players have high expectations for this season.
I expect the season to go well. Everyone will put in good hard work and everything. I think it'll go pretty good.
I also talked to the players about why they decided to play softball.
I chose to play softball because my grandparents and my mom really enjoyed it, and I thought it would be something fun to try out, and I stuck with it.
I decided to play softball because I wanted to play a sport in high school to live out my full high school experience, and it's a fun sport to play.
That's all the time we have for this episode. I'm Daijahnae Anderson.
And I'm Tucker Denning. And this is H-Town Now. See you next time.